I'm going to talk about my experience with the digital LSAT. And I took the digital LSAT, and I want to give y'all some tips on the digital LSAT. And I'm not an expert or anything like that. I just wanted to give you guys some general tips on, digital LSAT prep. And also, I'm going to talk about some other things in this video. If you're new to my channel, I'm Alicia. Um, Also, check out my website for other information as well. My website is lsatbeyond.com. It's this right here, lsatbeyond.com. And I'm going to leave the information in the description box, so you go check that out. And when I took the digital LSAT, it was different. I liked it because I felt that it made it easier. As far as taking the test itself, you didn't have to worry about bubbling in your answers. The navigation for the tablet, the Microsoft Digital tablet that we use for the to take the LSAT, was really great. I know you can adjust the different font sizes and the spacing for this particular test, like when you first start. And then also, guys, I know in the beginning of like the test, when you first start taking it, you get the opportunity to review a tutorial on how to, take the test. You can adjust the spacing, um, eliminate when you eliminate your answers, like certain answers that you deem incorrect. The answer is faded out. Some of y'all might have already been familiar with this by taking some of the practice tests on the LSAT, the Law School Admissions Council website. The website has the familiarization tool for the digital LSAT, and so I know I've used that tool before I took the digital LSAT, and I know it made it, kind of get me acclimated on what's to come. But it's different when you have that tablet in your hand, and you get a chance to prop the tablet up. I like propping it up versus just having it flat. That's what I did for the test. And then also, you have the opportunity to adjust the font size, for visibility, the spacing, and that sort of thing. And I'm just looking down here, just reviewing my notes, and that sort of thing. Oh yeah, and the timer, guys. I like the fact that a good tip for that I give y'all, the timer that's on the screen. You have 35 minutes for each section, and so the timer lets you know how much time has passed on the screen. So it's good for pacing. So use that for pacing. And then another thing, guys, I know some people, I hope y'all can see this. This is the stylus, the digital LSAT stylus that was used. Y'all can see it has a little ball at the end of it, which is really cool. And you use that ball to touch the screen. And for me, I didn't favor the stylus. The stylus, I noticed, wasn't, being responsive like I wanted it to be. So I used my finger to navigate the test and navigate through, the logical reasoning, part of the test. And as far as choosing my answers and that sort of thing, they let you keep this stylus after you take the test. And it's like, an ink pen at the end. It has like the little rubber ball at the end of it. But yeah, guys, the test, I really like the digital LSAT as opposed to the paper LSAT. And I'm just looking here to just make sure. Oh, and then also, guys, there's a digital LSAT app that y'all can use to practice for the LSAT. And the company that actually comes out with that is called LSAT Max, and it is available for free You can download it through the Apple App Store or Google Play Store, and you have one free digital practice test that you can take for the digital LSAT. And then also with the app, you can purchase the newer LSATs with the app for $9.99, and then you can get like the older LSATs starting at $2.99. So I thought that was really neat with the digital LSAT app that you can actually download. And then also, like if you want to download it on your phone or some type of other device that you have, you can. Once again, that's LSAT Max, the company. Another thing is, you can use your finger to navigate the test, like I said before. The reading comprehension, guys, the reading comprehension for the digital LSAT, I prefer to actually use the have the passage on one side and have the answers on the other side, so I can refer back. That's another tip of mine. I think that way is good, so you can, like, for the questions, you can look back at the passage to answer the questions. They also give you an option of having the full passage on the screen without the actual questions. So that's another option. But for time-wise, like timing is concerned, I think it's better to do, the full passage and the answers, the questions on the other side for that option, for the reading comprehension part. I'll leave this information in the description box also for you guys to prepare for the digital LSAT. Digital LSAT prep also can be, you can use the Khan Academy. I talked about the Khan Academy here on my channel in another video, and I'll leave that link down below, or you can just search my channel. I did a couple of videos on the Khan Academy for the preparing for the LSAT. The Khan Academy, they work on like your strengths and weaknesses. If you're like weak at certain question types, whether it be like paradox questions for the logical reasoning section, or strengthening and weakening questions, it lets you know your weaknesses, and you can build on those weaknesses by taking practice questions, and then also full, like the diagnostic test that you can take through Khan Academy. It gives you an overview of your weaknesses after you complete the diagnostic for the diagnostic LSAT of the test. And I know I've taken like at least like 25 of the Khan Academy prep tests before I actually took the digital LSAT, and I took other LSATs as well. I took the paper LSAT too, as I talked about in other videos on this channel. So yeah, guys, I also, like I said, the Stylus, if it's not working for you immediately like you want to, I say use your finger. You don't want to use use precious time. Seconds turn into minutes, and you're losing time. You only have 35 minutes for the questions, and it's between 25 to 26 questions for each section, sometimes 27 questions for a section. So yeah, so you just have a little over a minute for each question. So and then also, like I said, on my website, I have more information. Y'all go check that out as well. As far as the, let's see, as far as the like preparing and the Stylus, I talked about the app, the digital LSAT prep itself. I know also, you can go to the Law School Admissions Council website, and they have the familiarization tool, and they have free prep tests on there that you can take and get yourself familiarized with the digital LSAT. And like I said, I used that before I actually took the digital LSAT. And I really like the digital LSAT versus I like it better versus the paper LSAT, because it's good. You can use it's good for pacing. It's good for because you have the display on the screen. It's good for you can't there's with bubbling, sometimes you can make a mistake and like make a mistake and skip a question that you thought you're like, let's example, you're on question 10, but you make a mistake and answer question 12 for the answer for question 10 or something like that. This eliminates the digital LSAT eliminates that. So I thought that was just awesome. And like I said, you the answers, you can fade out the answers with the incorrect answers that you think incorrect. It fades out the answers, and you can do process of elimination like that. It fades it on the screen. And also, guys, I know I had mentioned about the feature on, like, you can also underline like the conclusion. That's another tip, underlining the conclusion, or if you want to highlight the premise for certain question types, for logical reasoning arguments. And also, guys, the digital LSAT for the logic games, you get like a 14-page booklet for scratch paper. I know some people were like concerned about the logic games, but you get actual booklets, 14 pages of like just scratch paper, and you can use that not only for the logic games, or also known as the analytical reasoning section of the digital LSAT. You can also use it for the logical reasoning part of the digital LSAT. All in all, I thought the digital LSAT, my experience was easier. It was smooth. I know some people experiences with the digital LSAT, they didn't have the best experience, whether their tablet, they might have malfunction, or the stylus wasn't working like they wanted to. Like I said, I use my finger. And I'll leave some other tips down below, guys, in case I think about things later on. I'll leave them down in the description box, and I also put information on my website. If y'all have any questions, just let me know, and I hope y'all have a great day. Talk to y'all later. Bye.